Good morning and welcome to Local Business Focus. I'm Jen McGinley and today I am joined by Peter Trenaman of Groupsupport. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Jen.
Thank you so much for joining us on Local Business Focus today. And we are going to talk about the need to have help with your IT.
Absolutely, you got it right.
In your local business, in your small business. Many people think they can do it themselves. They have a computer, they can work it, but you're going to tell me a different story, aren't you?
Most of the education we do with local business owners, with managers or people who've been given the responsibility to look after a company, we need to actually bring them up to speed as if they're like a BHP manager, but for 3 people or 2 people or 1 person. The guys at BHP have got it. They know they have to delegate everything. They can't do everything. So what we have to do is actually teach them that it's not a hobby. They need to do things right. They need to do it properly. And if they do it right and properly the first time, they won't have to go back and redo it again, which costs money and time, and it also impacts staff.
Okay.
If you have to go back and redo something again, you're impacting your staff, and there is a possibility, a tendency to disturb the concentration or the faith of your staff.
Okay.
Which is an important part nowadays.
Yep.
So having someone on side, a trusted person that you pay for, helps you listen to that advice, gets technology in your head, the new things that are happening, how to do things properly, what not to do and what to do, the limitations, some of the laws and the legal things that people don't really understand. There's a lot of rules around data and where you can put data, what you can do with someone's credit card information. Like you're not allowed to store it.
Okay, yeah, wow.
You can't write it down on a piece of paper in an Excel spreadsheet. That's not allowed.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that. And if you store it out of Australia, like in most cloud storage systems, you're breaking the law.
Okay. Which has consequences.
So a few little steps, a few little things to actually help you manage all that, okay, is often the starting point. And then you move to things like how systems work better, what to do with in this situation, in that situation, how to grow. Essentially, what I start off with is the concept where it's the 3 Fs. You never get advice for your business from someone who's family, a friend, or when it's free.
Okay.
They don't have a vested interest in your business, and most of the time you won't listen properly.
Because it's a family or friend.
Or free.
Okay.
There's no investment of you.
Okay.
You don't have to invest anything in the time.
Okay.
It's not worth anything to you. So you sometimes listen to it, sometimes not. And unless your friend is a programmer with the top of IronNet or works for Microsoft, lawnmower people, they're lawnmowers. You don't. Yeah, they may know a lot of things about IT, and it's unfair to say that they're not qualified. But at the same time, are they looking at your business specifically, and are they working with you to get the solutions that meet your needs? If you pay someone for that advice, okay, you will listen more than if it's free. There's an investment. So the first criteria is to find someone who doesn't necessarily agree with you.
Okay, interesting.
And it's an interesting concept. And you think about it. If they don't agree with you or you don't agree with them, then automatically you're engaged in a conversation about finding a solution rather than just saying, oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
so
that
you're
makes
thinking
sense.
about what's going on. Now, quite often what happens is that you might go through 2 or 3 IT people to find an expert that you gel with that doesn't always agree with you, that you can pay for, that's to your budget, and that meets your needs and your solutions. And there's thousands of IT people out there who do an admirable job. We are one of those sets. We have skills and experience to help you drive your business, to meet the people that you need to meet, to engage with them properly on all levels, electronic and physical, develop the systems to support you while you're out doing your business. Okay, you need to sell to your clients, so you need some paperwork and some systems behind that whole process to actually support that transaction. Now, that changes as a business grows. It changes from one type of business to another. You know, obviously a retailer who's selling sandwiches has a different need than someone who's, you know, gardening or painting or building oil rigs. If I'm on the road, orders will start piling up if they're not processed properly with a system that actually looks after them, and I forget them. And if I forget something from a client, that's a bad thing.
Yes.
So your IT expert can help you manage those systems and put all those things in place.
Okay. So really it's systems we're talking about.
But a person who is experienced in systems.
Yes.
And a variety of systems to actually help you.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have clients who have 2 and 3 staff, and I have clients who have 100 staff. So there's a vast array of difference between the two. Okay? And so you need someone to talk to in your business or whatever you're doing to actually help you grow to the point where you're happy. Some people only want 2 or 3 staff. Some people want 10 staff and they want to take over the world. And some people are just lone wolves and they just want to do it themselves. But at the same time, they still need a backup.
Okay.
They still need a system.
That works.
What works for them.
That works for them.
The tax department wants to know that you're looking after your client's money.
Indeed. And using it properly.
That's right.
So surely I have a computer at home and I use it so far without disaster. And if I have a business, surely all I need help with, maybe I have 3 or 4 people working for me, maybe I just need help to set up a network and have things plugged in and the hardware's all working. Surely that's all I need the help with.
Surely.
And there's nothing else. I can use the software. We know how to email each other. I don't need someone to help me.
But how do you link your branding into what you're doing? So you're not replicating everything. How are you not entering the same thing 3 or 4 times?
So that's efficiency, if you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
If one of your staff members doesn't work with you, maybe they work at home too. Okay. They send out an email to a customer. How are you being able to recall that email and either guarantee that it's been the right thing said to the client or not? How are you following up that on a contractual obligation basis? Are you backing it up? Is she or he CCing you? Is it coming back to your system so that you've got a copy of it? Is she backing up her stuff? Is she providing information to the client that's wrong or right? Who knows? And unless you're controlling and have a system to work with all that, you really need to.
Then you've got real problems because it comes back to the customer and the client. Yeah. That's right.
So there's a contractual obligation side, there's the legal obligation side, there's the financial obligation side. There's a whole lot of things that are part of systems that are embedded within the system as control that you don't think of.
No.
That we do.
Okay.
We know.
Yeah.
And it's this box includes this, automatically.
Okay.
So you have software packages that include a BAS submission, a software package that includes an automatic backup, tracking systems, collective emailing, and all that sort of thing. So it's auditable.
Okay.
That's all the things that I think of every day for a client.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're looking at selling yacht cakes or making dresses or painting oil rigs or whatever you're doing. There's a vast array of things you could do. You're not thinking of the backup of your email from your admin staff.
Yeah.
And rightly so. So get an expert to think those things through. Set up the systems properly so that you can go and focus and do your radio interview knowing that behind the scenes in the office, everything's been backed up, everything's been worked on, and there'll be a list of things for you to do when you're finished, okay? And you won't forget anything. Nobody will have said the wrong thing. Or if they do, I can follow it up.
It's on record?
It's on record, so I can chase it up. So the same thing applies to me as to everybody else.
Yeah, of course.
So
So in terms of this, so that's the hardware sorted. So we've got all that plugged in and it all works and it's on a network. And the next level is what you're talking about, the systems and the software.
And there's a variety of different types of software.
Sure.
Some of them cost $2 a month. Some of them cost $100 a month, and some of them cost $15,000. You don't have to pay anything else.
Okay, yeah.
But it's all different for what you need.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So quite a few people have a cheap bit of software and they bolt on some Excel spreadsheets or whatever they're doing to actually make their business work. Now they get up to 2 or 3 people, and all of a sudden that starts falling apart. So they need to revisit.
Okay.
But if you've got an expert sitting next to you who can see that happening and see the future, know what you're doing and know where you're going, they'll say, budget for a spend.
Okay. So
that you can invest some training, some time, some money in the future, and know that you have a downtime with, a pause in reinstalling some software or distributing a new package, training your staff a different way, putting some different procedures.
Yeah, sure.
So,
and in the beginning, when you have a small business and it is maybe what you plus one, you don't think about the upscaling of the people and how that's going to impact. Yeah.
And I mean, one of the things we look at is things like disaster recovery and mitigation. So do you copy what you've got, your precious intellectual property? Do you copy that somewhere else? So you've got a safe copy of it.
Okay,
because you've been working for years on this dress design or this construction for an oil rig or some software package that you've got, and you've spent hours and hours and hours, and the house burns down while you're out at the movies, and you've lost the lot.
It's gone. The business is gone.
The business is gone.
Okay.
You're going back to, cleaning toilets. I've seen it many times.
Yeah.
And sometimes we can recover things, and sometimes we can't. But having an expert by your side that you trust and you talk to regularly and that you listen to, which is the important part of having an expert next to you, is also listening to you. Now, I've got to remind people all the time that any advice I give and any advice that we receive generally, is exactly that. It's general advice. It's not for you specifically. Someone has to actually look at your business and look what you want to give you advice.
Yes.
Okay. I can give you hints and tips and directions and inspiration to go and ask the questions, but that's what it is. It's asking the questions for someone specific. So of someone specific for your business. Okay.
And to understand the different types of requirements for each of these small businesses who, like you say, could be doing anything as fast as making cakes to fixing cars.
Absolutely.
Who have all different needs.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have about 1,000 pieces of software that we support on a daily basis. Ranging from Windows, different versions of Windows, different versions of Office, Macs, Linux machines, all the mobile phone varieties. Then we've got SQL databases and web databases and all the things that go along with that. Now there's a vast array.
There is.
And we spend hours and hours educating ourselves and teaching ourselves about what's going on. So IT advice and IT experience doesn't necessarily come cheaply. But you find someone who knows what they're talking about. Find someone you trust. They will help you. And they've got an investment in your business, because the better you do as a business, the better they do. Think about it. If you grow from 1 person to 2 people to 5 people, as an IT consultant, as your IT consultant, I'm doing better too.
Yeah.
So it's in my vested interest to get you going more.
Supported.
That's right. That's right.
Because the consequences of not supporting your business with systems.
There's
horrible.
There's 1,000 different legislations and companies out there that'll rip you down.
Okay.
Legally, license-wise, fines, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So, thank you for having me.
Great advice to start us off. Peter Trenaman of Groupsupport, thank you so much for coming in.
No worries, thank you for having me.
And we are going to continue these sessions, and I think soon next time we're going to talk a bit about cyber security.
Absolutely.
Yes. Fascinating. Another different language for me to learn all about. Thank you so much, Peter Trenaman, and we'll talk to you very soon. And Groupsupport have been the station sponsors.
Thank you.